Alright everybody, welcome to my video. Today we're going to be talking about a show called Invincible, which I recently just finished watching yesterday. The show is on Amazon Prime Video. Amazon Prime Video has had some bangers lately. I haven't watched the other ones except for this one, but before I get started on talking about this show, I want to let everybody watching the video know that if you're planning on watching this show, do not watch this video. It's not going to have any spoilers or anything, but it's better if you go in like completely blind. You know, if you watch a movie or if you play a video game, you want to go in completely blind most of the time so you can be completely surprised, you know, about what it's about and what you expect to see. And so this show is one of those types of shows where you kind of want to just go in blind, you know. You don't want to know anything about it. So I recommend that you go watch the show. Like, seriously, it's a 10 out of 10 show, probably the best season slash show in the in 2021 so far. It's just a really great show. So let's get started on explaining why it's really good. So first of all, the main character and the supporting cast to the characters, or to the main character, is really good. Every single character is really good in this show. There's not one character I don't like, except for maybe one character, but since it's spoiler free, I'm not going to say which character that is, because if I said why I didn't like the character, obviously it would be a spoiler. But anyways, so moving on, every single character is really good. You know, the main character, I feel like it has actual like value, someone you can actually like root for. It's not really like a character that's bad or anything. I don't think any character in this show is bad. I think they're all written pretty well. So moving on, another great like point for this show is the fact that no character in this show has plot armor. That's right. Like, you watch any other superhero movie, you watch Spider-Man or I don't know, whatever else, Superman, whatever the hell, you watch anything else and you'll notice that there are some moments where, like, realistically that person would most likely die, right? And if it was a real life scenario, you know, like an example I can show you, like, about connecting it to another show. So if we were to talk about like what movies this show kind of connects to, I would say it connects more to like Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War, because of the fact, not because like all the characters died, that's not like a spoiler or anything, I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm saying like how it basically pushes the boundaries. You know how like everybody really liked the new Spider-Man and then boom, he just dies, you know? I'm not saying that there's just going to be a bunch of death in the show, but I am saying that the show does push the boundary, and it does surprise people. It does hit something different, because what Infinity War did to, you know, Marvel movies and movies about superheroes as a whole is that it actually like was different from other ones. You feel me? The characters actually like passed away. You know, it's something that you would literally not expect from a show. And that's when I say that none of these characters have plot armor. I mean, if you're watching the show from the very beginning, I mean, obviously you're watching it from the very beginning, but I'm just saying, like, if you're watching this show and you think someone is going to die, most likely they're probably going to die. And the thing is, the characters are written in a realistic way. Like, for example, you wouldn't go out to say if there's a superhero or a villain much stronger than you, obviously you're not going to go and get yourself killed, you know, you're not stupid, you know, and that's what I really mess with the characters in this show. They're not dumb. Moving on, the show is very gritty and has a lot of, you know, it has a lot of comedy in it, as well as moments where it's like real, you know, has actual sentiments and moments are emotional. And it's not like a dramatic show. I wouldn't say it's a drama, but it's more like it just has a really good plot and a really good story. And it is unlike any other show I have ever seen in my life. I gotta be 1000 with you. This show is very unique. This show has a lot of twists and turns, a lot of things that you normally wouldn't expect out of a show that looks like this. You look at the animation and you look at the way the cartoon looks, and you'd be like, oh, the show is like harmless. It's gonna be like one of those cliche and corny shows, but it really isn't. It's not corny, it's not cliche, it doesn't try and like make everything about a message. You know, it doesn't say, oh, never give up. It doesn't say, oh, I don't know, just it just doesn't have a deep message. And you know, that might, at some parts it definitely does has a deeper message, but as an overall, it doesn't have like corny messages like, oh, don't give up, or you know, there isn't a bit where like the character would be getting like beat up and like basically just out of nowhere get plot armor like in Naruto or something. Not bashing Naruto, it's literally my favorite show. Naruto's definitely my favorite show, like when I was a kid, of all time. So not bashing Naruto, but like in Naruto, you could tell there was some moments where Naruto definitely should have, you know, been RIP, but you feel me? Now moving on to the episodes, every single episodes, there are 8 episodes in this show, and each and every single one of them is really, really good. I mean, every single episode is special in their own ways. They're all 40 minutes, which going into the show, I was expecting, because most of the time animation shows like these are like maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes, not 15 minutes, more like 20, 25 minutes. But when I went in and I saw it was 40 minutes, I was like, dang, this is like, it's really long for an animation show. Like, it really surprised me. But nonetheless, every single minute of every single episode is really, really good. I don't feel like there's not one minute where it's just completely wasted or doesn't keep you looking at the screen. By the end of, like, when you start getting to the end of the episodes, you're really going to want to watch another one. You're going to want to keep going. You're going to want to binge. You're going to want to, it really makes you stay on the edge of your seat the entire time. But in the end, when I'm talking about this show, since this is non-spoilers, this show, I mean, you just have to watch it. It's really good. It's a really fun watch. You need to. There is a lot more time left in 2021, but so far this show takes the cake as the best show of 2021 for sure. Obviously there's a lot of time left, so obviously there are other shows that come out, but so far I don't see anything else beating this. There's no other show that's like this different from other shows. So far this show is a 10 out of 10. Season 1, it's a 10 out of 10 for sure. If I can go 11 out of 10, I'd even do that, because it is such an outstanding show. And the thing about it is, it saddens me that some people are probably not going to watch the show, you know, because this show really deserved to be watched. You know, it's a really, really good show. And so when there is a second season, obviously we're going to want to see that it is better than the first. I don't know how they can make it better than the first, but since the writers made a season this good as the first season, I doubt they can make it worse or really bad, you know. So this show really has GOAT potential. I think so, at least in the animation category. It definitely has like GOAT potential. It could definitely be one of the best of all time. So all in all, this show is a 10 out of 10. You guys need to seriously watch it. I literally beg that you watch this show. It's really good. I'm not trying to overhype it or make it seem like it's the best show of all time, but it's definitely something different and something new and something good and something that we need to see more of, you know. So that's my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you for watching.